My name's Bloodfox, and this is a guide for Hall of the Twisted Warlord. The first boss is pretty simple. I'll go over the mechanics on how to get through this, but also you should keep in mind that if you don't kill these two close to around the same time, the remaining one will go berserk. Okay, this cursor you see over players' heads will turn into one of two different things. 3 players will get a purple circle underneath them, and for 1 player, the cursor will just stay that way. If you get a purple circle underneath you, you need to move away from the center of the map and go to the edge. The reason why it's better to do this is because it helps the person that needs to be in the center of the map to do the mechanics, and it will just damage anyone that touches it anyway and push them away. If you're the person that doesn't have a purple circle underneath you, you need to go to the center of the map, and as you can see here, the rook on the far left is going to go to a corner of the map, and you basically want to get behind the bishop and basically hide from him. And as you can also see, there are these castle walls that are spawned. You need to make sure the one in front of the rook is broken, so when he goes to attack you as you're hiding behind the bishop, it'll hit the bishop. I know it's a little difficult to see right now, but on the mini-map, you can see how you should be positioned, and you can see our bard, the number 3 on the mini-map, is behind the bishop who is in the center, and the rook is on the far left of the map. And that's how you should do this mechanic if you are the one without a purple circle. Pretty much that is all for these two. They will just rinse and repeat until you kill them. Pretty easy. For the second boss, it would be best to pick out numbers in which you will deal with the sword mechanic that will be happening later on. It's easiest to just go off the numbers that are labeled in your party off to the left, or if you guys want, you can just figure that out amongst yourselves. Either way works. We decided to just go with the numbers that the game gave us, and so I am number 1. Not too long after you start the fight, there will be a stagger check with conal telegraphs moving around him. Just do your best to avoid the telegraphs and to complete the stagger check. At 15 life bars, he will start doing the sword mechanic for the first time. So since I am number 1, I will be taking my sword first. And as I take the sword, you will see that above my mana bar, a debuff will appear. This debuff will last for 2 seconds. If you are the person to take the sword next, number 2, then you need to wait the 2 seconds out until this debuff disappears from above your mana bar. Then take the sword, and vice versa for the other swords. So after taking my sword, you can see that I immediately rotate over to the boss to immediately begin dealing damage for the stagger check. Yes, during this mechanic, there is a stagger check happening. So as soon as you take your sword, you need to get on him and DPS him down. So he will perform this sword mechanic again at 5 life bars. Basically just deal with it how I explained and you should be fine. Other than that, there isn't really much else to say for this fight. He'll just rinse and repeat the things he's already done. Other than these spiraling AoEs that will come at you, but they're not a big deal really. Anyway, that's all for this one, you guys. If you liked the video or found it helpful, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys later.